Good afternoon. This is SMCK News. It's a look from a different perspective on international news. Afghanistan is the main provider of international news in recent days. And so, what's for today? Coming August 31st, the date for the U.S. Army's final withdrawal from Afghanistan. About 10,000 people have been evacuated from Kabul airport in the past 24 hours. NATO and other allies that the evacuation is completely not possible suggest moving the release date to a later date. The Taliban are against changing that date. We don't know what this situation might lead to, but I fear it won't give calm. Adding to this tension, for the Taliban, there is another problem for them, Punjab province. Afghanistan's smallest province, but the most protected by mountains and gorges, and therefore never conquered, even by the Soviet army. The Taliban don't need these problems, much less two problems at once. So yesterday, the Taliban announced that they were not ready to consider moving the date for the final withdrawal of American WACs from the country. Yesterday CIA Director William Burns held a secret meeting in Kabul with Taliban leader Abdul Ghani Baradar. The theme of the meeting was the U.S. desire to move the U.S. WACs withdrawal date to a later date. The Taliban decided to solve the problem of the rebellious province in a peaceful way. A Taliban political leader visited the Russian embassy in Kabul yesterday. In view of Russia's influence on Punjab, it was asked to mediate peace talks between the province and the Taliban. I think the Taliban will do as much as possible to avoid the problem of Punjab and the development of the civil war in Afghanistan. This problem was already in the country when the Taliban took power in 1996. Then Punjab was able to unite around itself, those who were not happy with the Taliban. The Northern Forces Alliance controlled up to 25% of Afghanistan. The alliance was a problem for the Taliban until the U.S. Army entered the Stana and displaced the Taliban. Up until 2001, Russia and the U.S. supported the Northern Alliance. The entry of U.S. troops arranged everything by another. Now in Afghanistan, everything is changing again. Now the CIA director is negotiating with the Taliban to quietly withdraw U.S. troops from the country. At this time, the Taliban go to the Russian ambassador in Kabul for his country to mediate the talks, so that the country doesn't have a new civil war. Afghanistan remains a country in which empire suffered defeat. 19th to 20th centuries, 3 attempts and 3 defeats by Britain, late 20th century Soviet Union, early 21st century United States. This country is a prime example of a Russian proverb, they don't come to a foreign monastery with its charter. Afghanistan teaches that, the main thing is not to repeat mistakes.